Welcome to Cows on the Isle of Wight, the home of the 20 megabyte Doctor Who podcast. I'm Adam.
Isabella.
You'll have to get a bit closer to the camera for that.
I'm Isabella.
There we go.
We are in downtown Cows Town. I can't remember what it's called. What's it? That's how you get the cows on the mainland.
I don't want you to show monsters to hunt.
Welcome to 20 megabyte towers. This is where we record the podcast. This is where we live. This is where the arguments happen. This is where people try and stop the podcast being produced. And this is where we watch the telly, here, in the room, with Magic and Star, who are sitting on the sofa like that. If you come through this way, here is the main studio for the podcast. That's the wall, Isabella. And up here, up there, are some Doctor Who characters. And down here are some more Doctor Who characters. But if I sit in this seat down here, and if I get this like this, and as we'll see later on, and I put the microphone like this, this rather illustrates the sort of pose I do when I'm recording the show. Because here is my Mac, for which does all the Skyping. Thank you. Over here, I'll take the camera then while you go to the toilet. Over here is Alicia's dodgy computer, held in by an animite fossil. That's the power cable, held in by an animate fossil. Here, currently switched off to save battery power, is the computer that I record the others on, whereas I of course record my audio on that one. And that's the speaker we use so as everybody else can hear the audio feedback from other, for people who send into the show. And that's normally what Magic does while the podcast's on. He just wanders around inanely. And if I ruffle his hair a little bit like this, he might actually do his iconic ear flapping. Go on, Magic, do a bit of ear flapping for me. That's not ear flapping, is that's coming up and being annoying as usual. Right, Magic, get right off the wire. Right, let's see if we can get Magic to do a bit of iconic ear flapping. I'll rub his ears a little bit. Right, stay there. There we go. And that's Isabella, who likes to not remember what happens in Doctor Who.
So It's the gravest dishonour. Scandal.
About an hour before doing the podcast, I'll watch the show again for a third time, this time to compile the questions for this week's You Won't Get This One. Dinner on, it's time to plug wires in. Wires, of course, that every week somehow manage to tangle themselves. Right. Here we have the headphones with the splitter on the end, which go into here. And this one here, which goes into there, which takes the signal from, well, not the signal, the audio from a Mac, which basically records all the others on this machine. And like I said before, on this machine, I record my audio, if it behaves itself. Little speaker here. That cable then goes into here. We have files already set up for the show. There's the quiz book file, obviously ready for the You Won't Get This One, and we have the quiz questions for today's show, which is obviously based on Cold War, and here are my synopsis notes for today's show. Shush. Hello and welcome to the 20 Megabyte Doctor Who podcast, number 160. And I forgot what I was going to say now. Done! Oh, never mind. Here's Reese Barton.
Viva Las Vegas.
And Robert Haynes.
Yo ho yo mo bo. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong alien,
I beg your
isn't
pardon?
it? Tell me what happens. Ultravox. Do they split up?
Oh, God. Who's next? That's throwing me that. Oh, Mary Lang.
We go way back.
Do we?
Way back.
That's the one I was going to use.
Oh.
Who have I missed out? Was it Reese?
No, it was me.
Oh, and who's that bloke?
I don't know.
Kirby Bartlett Sloan.
Hair, shoulder pads, nukes. It's the 80s. Everything's bigger.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the 20 Megabyte podcast for this week. Now, as per usual, we have a limited period of time while we're having Mary here, and that limited period of time has dropped down to 53 minutes, so I think it might be a good time to crack straight on with my notes here on my iPad.
Let's get cracking.
Right, just got to get into them first. Right. Cold War by Mark Gatiss. They're at the North Pole in 1983 in a Soviet submarine. They are preparing to... What?
20th anniversary of Doctor Who that was, so there's all these references to, things in the past.
I didn't spot that one, but well done, Robert. In a Soviet... I've done that bit, thank you. They are preparing to launch nuclear weapons, but are interrupted by David Warner, Professor Grisenko, singing along to Vienna... Professor? Try saying it quickly then, Reese. Professor Grishenko.
Professor Grushenko.
Is your name Reese?
Quickly.
Well, I said it quickly.
I'll be quiet. Singing along to Vienna by Ultravox on his Sony Walkman. The drill is cancelled. As in, not the drill as it...